everybody, Andy from Matrix. Very busy week in cybersecurity, which is kind of unusual for the middle of the summer, but we have a lot of stuff going on. Chief among them is this thing called a sextortion scam. Where we've gotten a lot of calls on this, and essentially what it is you get an email that says, hey, I know your password is September 24 exclamation point, and by the way, I put some malware on your computer and turned on your webcam and watched you while you were on a porn site or something to that effect. The email itself usually looks like this here, and the password will generally be something you're familiar with. Now, the reason that is because the scammer, in this case, is actually using passwords that were stolen from a website breach. Some as far as back as 10 years ago, but others are a little younger than that. So you will get this email and it says, I used your webcam and I filmed you when you were looking at a porn site, and you need to pay me $2,000 or $3,000 for this to go away. This is just a scam. Is the password thing real? You bet it is. And the problem with that, of course, is that a lot of people use the same password everywhere. That is a bad idea. You should have, ideally you would have separate passwords for everything. Probably not realistic, but at the very least, have separate passwords for your work life and your personal life. If you think you can't remember them, get a password manager. One of the best around that we use is called LastPass. And Matrix can sell it. You can go buy it direct. It doesn't really matter, whatever it is, however you want to buy it. We can help you with it. We use it for every password we have. So, and that's thousands and thousands, and it's secure. So, the sextortion thing is real, but it's a scam. If you're still using the passwords that are in those emails, change them immediately. And don't use the same password everywhere, and certainly don't use the same password at work and at home. A couple other quick hits. The military had the operations manual for the Reaper drone stolen, and it is now for sale on the dark web. It was stolen from a network that was protected by, essentially a Best Buy grade firewall, a Netgear firewall in this case. So. No, those firewalls aren't good enough, and this is what can happen, relatively serious consequences. And that was in the Wall Street Journal, pretty widely covered. The other one that I thought was really interesting, this is in the Washington Post, and it's a longish kind of, data wonky kind of article, but it talks a lot about how what you buy can be extrapolated to your political beliefs, and really it can predict what your politics are, what your education are, what your race. So, even though you feel like you're not sharing a lot with retailers, or maybe you do, but generally I don't, it turns out not really to matter, because using big data, they can take the stuff that you buy and back into, how much money you make, probably what your education is, what your race is, what your politics are like. This article in the Post walks through it completely. Even I was pretty surprised at exactly how powerful this has become. So anyways, that's all I have for this week. Don't forget, the sextortion thing, we're getting a lot of calls on that, and a lot of calls on the password reset emails from Office 365. Those are all scams. Don't fall for them. If you have questions, please call the help desk, email the help desk, forward those emails to the help desk. That's what our guys are trained to do. Thank you.